Okay, we're back. I'm going to go to depths. And we're going to tab our way through here really, really quickly. What? That's weird. I almost never see a pearl dragon. I didn't even know they could spawn in depths. Some kind of holy vault here with all three good gods. Kind of cool. Unfortunately, no pearl dragon armor, no fire dragon armor, and no GDA either. Really, I just want FDA at this point, not GDA. I would take either, though. Trying to kill the shapeshifter. There we go. Okay, next depths. Floor number 2. Looks like we have enchant weapon. Let's use that real quick. Curse ring of teleportation. Well, that's nasty. We don't want that. Pull up Marjorie, and I'll just kill her with the large rocks. Shiny swamp dragon scales. Well, I'll put those on because they're enchanted. But it's not what I wanted. And I'm very disappointed in Marjorie for not giving me my FDA. Ooh. It's an ambush. Is there perhaps a staircase that's uncontested? Because it doesn't look like it. Nope. Well, I'll try my luck with the Hell Knights instead of that giant pile of things. Okay, cool. Let's tab through this stuff. Everything on this character is easy as long as I'm not surrounded. Let's not get paralyzed by the MR/2 trick. Okay, we're going to uncontest this little area down here. Hey, we got my fire dragon scales. So we have 19 AC, 23 EV right now. 19, 23. We drop the swamp dragon scales. And we enchant up. So 1923 becomes 2222. This is pretty great. The only thing we're really missing is our poise, our nag, and our core, which are all things that are nice to have but not necessary. Seems like we've used up some of our inventory spaces already. I'm gonna ditch enslavement. I'm gonna ditch clouds as well, honestly. This is just not an Evo guy. Not sure where my slots have gone. I must have picked up something, probably that holy word. Yeah, it's okay. Let's keep going. Too bad we didn't get any more enchant armor. Would be nice to have this maxed out. But I can't complain about my resistances. They're certainly excellent. Very big depths, too. Wow. There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff on this floor. We can't be confused, so I'm just ignoring this shining eye for the things that actually do damage to me. Oh, it was a shape changer. Probably should have been more concerned then. Okay, we're going to penetrate through this. Really want to kill the flare. And we get another really big floor. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig. Wow. Wow. Not what I was expecting. I was expecting this floor to be a little shorter in this direction. That's okay, we have 64 large rocks. Let's go to work. Really good stuff. Large rocks are giving these guys the business. Oh man. Okay, see invisible. Okay, we're going to use digging. These things are really obnoxious to kill. Thankfully we have Arlek and we're not flying, so they can't really do much damage to us with the abilities that they have on hand, you know. I met with a bunch of stone giants, which is great, because now we have more large rocks than we could ever really use up in the remaining parts of the game. In fact, why don't we go ahead and drop these poison javelins? So yeah, if you haven't played a throwing character yet, you should. Not a lot of characters can just tab through abyss, or excuse me, depths like this. But this one can. Okay, there was a flayed ghost here. Did we get it? Yes, we did. Remember, the flayed ghosts are a big deal. But not if they're dead. Oh, come on. Got him. All right. Burn these books. We don't have our core up, but these large rocks finish it for us nonetheless. Just large rock this guy to death before he really has a chance to damage me. I will penetrate through against this guy because he's such a big risk. The Annihilator is what I'm talking about, of course. One more Caustic Shrike. Got him. More strength. We have 52 strength. Pretty impressive. If these battle spheres keep getting in my way, well, I was going to use penetration, but it turned out to not be necessary. I like that we can tab juggernauts. That's pretty good. It's the second one we took out just with rocks. Well, large rocks. That was a floating eye, but it died very quickly. I should probably penetrate to kill that flayed ghost. These depths floors, we've gotten several very big ones. It's not totally out of the ordinary. Just usually you get a couple that are smaller, not like tiny, but smaller. Maybe I'm imagining things. Entirely possible. Time to go to depths 5. Whoops, threw a large rock in the deep water there. Okay, we got Zot trapped. I'll kill that first so I don't get mutated. Okay, depths is done. In only a little bit over 15 minutes. Very good. So we're going to convert to TSO. We pay a tithe of 123 gold. Zen warns you to remove my morning star. Sure. Let's see what other artifacts we can wear. I didn't realize that was drain. Well, I could use Jihad, technically as a +1 weapon, but I really just want something with strength on it. It looks like I'm not going to have any such luck. Okay. Well, that sucks. Not a huge deal, though. What's our most training on? Pole arms. Well, I can't wear demon tridents either. Whoops. Or demon webs. Well, we got our +9 blowgun at least. Let's drop a potion of mutation and box of beasts. Zen hates those. That's fine because we can't be mutated. With the power of Zen. I didn't mean to do a char dump there. I don't know why I'm agonizing over this. It doesn't really matter. Alright, whatever. I'm just going to grab a trident of protection. It really, really doesn't matter. Let's work off the, let's work off the abyssing, or work off the, Trog hate while we're in the abyss. Let me go ahead and memorize a couple spells real quick. Portal projectile, train hexes and translocations, swiftness, always cool to have. Cossphere, I guess. And the big one is I want blink. Shroud of Volubria, I guess. Beckoning, probably wouldn't need. Passage of Volubria. Okay, let's stop messing around. Let's go into the abyss. Now, I could go ahead and donate half my gold, and I do have quite a lot, and we could basically get to max piety immediately. But I think I'd rather just go ahead and get it in here. It's no problem. We're training hexes, translocations, invocations, and spellcasting. And you know what? I made a mistake. There's a manual of hexes available that I should have gotten. This hat is unnecessary. Oh man. We'll teleport. I'll blink away. We're going to leave the Abyss as soon as we can and grab that manual. In fact, I won't even train hexes. Don't even want to waste the experience. Silver works very nicely against Wretched Stars. Yeah, I think this is going to become a very standard part of these videos. Just going to Abyss, swapping off to Zen, losing Trog. Because Zen is the most defensive god. Once you've got all of his abilities, he's incredible. The Imprison thing is just like, it's like a magic wand that makes a monster go away for a while. As for his final ability, it's just absurd. You know, you just cannot die, really, when you're under Sanctuary. I'm not trying to make out like Zen is the best god in the game. I mean, he's got flaws. Alright, I need to put my hat back on. Oh, come on. Come on. Stones are not really cutting it, are they? I just want like 5 seconds to get this hat back on. The MR minus is actually a problem. Okay, so we don't need this hat ever. Our cloak gives us our Arlec, and there's no way I'm gonna turn that off. The Abyss is an ideal place to work off any kind of wrath. Alright, because the monsters will, you know, the summoned wrath monsters will just go away. We will never need Scrolls of Amnesia, so we turn those off. Turned on hexes now. And that's just for Portal Projectile, really, and Cause Fear. Not that Cause Fear is necessary. So yeah, we'll just do this until Trog's no longer mad, which might take a little while. But we can't be mutated here, and we can kill just about anything in here, no problem. Killing this chaos spawn so I can't get paralyzed. Oh no. Got berserked by this thing. Of course, we're not going to go any deeper. We're not going to go anywhere really except for Abyss 1. We're going to try not to leave large rocks lying on the floor as we jump around, since we can get teleported at any moment. Just using stones where possible. You can probably see now why I didn't bother to donate my gold. We gain piety in here rather quickly. Zen gets pretty excited about killing chaotic guys. Not regular demons, just chaos. So abominations, like not these regular demons here, but I imagine wretched stars. Gonna use blinking. A Hellion. I don't want to leave my... God, I don't want to get paralyzed, but it doesn't last very long, and we're teleporting, so we got paralyzed for a second there. Okay, good. Pulled away from all that stuff. So that's about the one thing that would cause me a problem is Trog's Wrath in conjunction with, you know, Berserk creatures in conjunction with the paralysis from Starcursed Mass, or Trog paralyzing me around like a Hellion or something would be pretty bad. Feels good to fight cacodemons while worshipping Zen, since you're totally immune to all mutations. Even the wretched stars get blocked from mutating me. Thanks, Zen. Okay. Teleport again, we have so much. We'll even blink. It may feel like I'm wasting blink a lot, but we're going into Zot before too long, so... Blink's gonna be mostly useless to us after that. I would go deeper and get the rune, but I would rather have as little danger as possible while I'm still working off this Wrath. We may get the rune once the Wrath is over. A little surprised I haven't gotten tormented in here yet. Usually there are at least some lurking horrors wandering around. It's only a matter of time, though. Torment is pretty scary to this character, considering that, well, this character has no RN, and it has a massive supply of hit points. So you can imagine I take the most damage from Torment out of any character possible, really. How does teleport? I'm happy to use a teleport for every single batch of Trog monsters, honestly. I have, like, what is it, 16? Yeah, I have 16 left. So, it's not like I'm really suffering here, or like I'm going to suffer for lack of Tela. Normally I would conserve them, you know, just on a matter of principle, but we're so close to the end of the game. If I have to use 10 teleports on the orb run or in Zot, then I'm probably dead anyway, honestly. I don't think it'll be necessary. Not with Zen's abilities, that's for sure. Which, by the way, we have Sanctuary now. 54% chance. And because we're using red dragon armor and not gold dragon armor, we can actually get these spells online, so that's kind of cool. Kind of the best of both worlds here. However, if Sanctuary doesn't fly up in success chance soon, I might just train Invocations by itself. Trog's still mad. I guess Starcurse masses do not count as chaotic, which is bizarre to me, but fine. Ugly things, however, do. Zen, I guess, hates undead as well, so that's kind of cool. See if Recite does anything to these guys yet. Isn't quite working, is it? That's fine, we'll just teleport. If I had more invocations, Recite would actually be doing some good work against these dudes, but... Whoa, what was that? Can I get back there? What? What's he doing here? Huh, I saw some loot. It looked like it might have been a teleporter vault, but I was like... I was busy O-tabbing so hard that... Didn't see it. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Probably not missing much. This looks like it might be a thing. Oh well. Forget it. Optimax Piety with Zen, 38% Sanctuary. Just gotta gain some invocations. Frog is still upset. Turns out that if you throw a rock at a lurking horror, you still eat the torment, which is, I mean, I'm pretty sure I already knew that. Okay, we will teleport. Why don't we try to blink? We actually successfully cast blink and managed to get to a little hallway. Apparently the Iron Troll came with me. It's kind of funny. Didn't know that was possible. But I guess anything can show up again that you've seen before. Okay, something tough. Try to kill it with large rocks. And we got it. Like I said, this character can handle extended level threats quite easily at this point. Honestly, I'm not even afraid of Trog's Wrath when it comes to the monsters that show up. It's just the fact that he can paralyze you. That's why I'm not willing to just proceed with the game until it's over. Looks like something invisible is here. Sadly, we never got Senv on anything that was not a swap. Really more of a convenience than anything, of course. Really not sure how Wrath works, to be honest. I don't know if it's experience or turn count. I think it's experience. Like, you gain a certain amount of experience and then the Wrath is over. And at certain breakpoints in the experience, the Wrath is supposed to hit you. But this is just... I don't want to say it's a guess, but... it's just an idea I've had. Like, I feel like I read that somewhere, but I guess I don't know for sure. Kind of a nasty encounter here. Let's get our large rocks. Don't want to leave these rocks behind. The Abyss control you sometimes. You know, for Abyss 1, quite a lot of stuff is showing up here. A lot of it's trash, but I really would just like to be at full hit points. Then again, it's on me for hanging out in the open like this. Maybe it'll make Trog mad at me for less time. There must be like 300 stones on the ground here. Oh jeez, I'll go down. Just to get away from this Star-Cursed masses, really. Maybe we'll go ahead and get the rune. Too bad you can't set the target for when your manual is done. That would be nice. Okay, we're going to focus on the Star-Cursed masses this time. Okay. Our drugs get the job done. Needles of paralysis. I have not forgotten about my needle stockpile. Let's just use large rocks here. Get my large rocks. Wow, I'm teleporting away from this stuff. This is just too much. Oh. We shouldn't get Hellfire as long as we're next to this stuff. There we go. There's the teleport. Gonna rest here. A little confused on why so much stuff is coming for me. Just RNG, I guess. Or maybe it's the fact that I'm taking so long to kill things with these stones that it makes a lot of noise and more stuff gets attracted and it just kind of feels like I'm being swamped, but I'm not really. Okay, teleport. We'll blink. Actually, we'll pog. I don't even need to teleport anymore, really. I can just pog away from this stuff. Drink curing to kill off that rot. I want this potion. Troid continues to be mad. Really, there are like two kinds of Trograth, and it depends on what kind of character you're playing. There's the insurmountable, or nearly insurmountable Trograth, like on my Octopode, where going into Trograth would have been borderline suicidal. And then there's just the obnoxious Trograth, on account of the fact that Trograth takes a million years to work off. I guess what I'm saying is I feel like the length should be reduced a bit. Because any character that... I mean, really, you're just encouraging people to hang out in the abyss until it's over. So what I'm saying is, like, any character that can survive it for even a couple of turns, well, a couple of actions, I should say, is probably going to be able to survive the whole thing. So it just kind of feels like a little bit of a waste. What is happening with my pog here? It's just, there's just no message. I go to use it and it just gives me no message. Oh wow, we have 2 intelligence. That's... I wasn't watching my stuff. We should be really careful. Let's teleport out of here. Let's leave at the earliest convenience. Nekozaks are still a top tier threat, since they drain intelligence. At least we're gaining our int back relatively quickly. I'm gonna go down. We'll get the rune. I'll risk it. After all, we do have okay, come on. I was gonna say, after all, we do have Zen's abilities. We ate some more int drain there. Here's the rune. Do some recitation. Get some pillars of salt here. Sweet. That pog didn't quite work out. I'm honestly tempted to sanctuary. Why don't we? So, yeah, sanctuary. I wonder what happens if they're in a corner like this, if I were to sanctuary again. Are they getting seared on account of that? Let's just do it again. Oh, it won't let you sanctuary twice. That's cute. Okay. I got blinked. Alright, we're gonna sanctuary again. You hear a choir sing. And we still have more sanctuaries available. I wonder if the sanctuary gets bigger based on your piety, or not piety, but invocations. That'd be neat. Okay, it looks like we've got everything that we would want. Let's do hexes, charms, air, and invocations. The only reason I'm even doing hexes as well. I would like to have more. I would like to use up the manual. I might as well get the use out of it. Okay, we're gonna wait for a regular way out. Trog is still mad at me, so we'll just go out and right back in, so we have an easier place to farm up, well, Trog's mollification, I guess I should call it. This guy doesn't want to die. Surprisingly, we are running out of stones. Mostly because they're getting left on the ground as we explore around in the abyss. The algorithm doesn't seem to be very interested in picking up my stones in the abyss for some reason. Which I don't, honestly, I don't care. Because once we get out of here, once the Wrath is over, once we get to Zot, we're gonna be using large rocks exclusively, except versus Orbs of Fire. Okay, so we have the rune. Let's go right back in, because Wrath is still up. I'm actually immune to this holy aura, so we can be inside of it and use it to help us, in fact. Wow, how about I take elephants seriously? They do as much damage as an Orb of Fire, so... Clearly not good for me to be tabbing them with stones. Wow. Let's heal wounds. Take that out. Take that out. And that too. I'll drink one more heal wounds. I have quite a few. Drink a couple, actually. Use javelins of penetration to clear out the Hellion. It's not a big deal if I lose some of these rocks, if I were to get teleported. But we don't. Cool. I'm gonna step out real fast just to get the heal. Trog's still mad at me. This has been about a solid half hour, I think. I mean, the video's coming up on an hour, but I spent probably half of that in the depths. But yeah, we're coming up on a solid half hour of just me doing nothing but trying to work off Trog Wrath. Moving decently quickly, too. I may actually cut the video and just finish this out. There really can't be much of it left. I wanted to finish out the Wrath before I turn this off, but it seems to just be taking quite a while. I'm not trying to complain, the reality is it takes a while to do. Nice. Enchant armor. Then again, it's gotten me pretty high on the invocations, so let's pog out of here. Something weird's going on with my passages. There we go. I don't know if I'm just miscasting or I haven't really been looking at the messages. It's kind of funny that I can just pog away from these things. Huh. Berserk is over. Alright, yeah, I'm going to cut the video here. We will go back into the Abyss into the next one, but I can't imagine it'll take very long to get that off. Next time, we do that, and then we go straight into Zot, and then we ascend, all in the same video. Until then, I'm signing out.